Japanese destroyers survive by remaining hidden, firing torpedoes at targets who have no idea they are even in the area. The Mutsuki Tier 6 destroyer is a perfect example of this. The battle begins, and I head south through the middle of the map. As long as I don't fire my weapons and no enemy ships or airplanes get too close to me, I can remain hidden and sneak up on the enemy fleet. The airplane flying overhead gives me away, and an enemy cruiser has time to fire a single shot, which thankfully misses.
Reporting the position of a priority target.
I continue to close in on the enemy capture point when I notice a cruiser appear, so I turn and drop a spread of torpedoes as I try to disengage. I don't completely make the turn, but thankfully my smoke is obscuring me.
Smoke generator started.
I am able to extricate myself from the island unharmed, but the enemy cruiser is not so lucky.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Smoke screen set.
As the smoke clears, I decide to continue on this path, spotting two enemy aircraft carriers. I charge across the open expanse of ocean, enemy ships appearing across the horizon. I launch a single spread at the long-distance aircraft carrier as I attempt to close in on the one hiding behind the island. One of the torpedoes I fire hits the carrier as I turn and fire a second spread into the beached carrier, which kills him as well. Incoming fire causes devastating damage, nearly killing the Mutsuki instantly. However, fire takes her life seconds later anyway. My torpedoes continue on target, however, and two of them collide with an enemy cruiser for devastating damage. In our second video, the Mutsuki is separated from the rest of the team. I decide to head straight through the middle and try to get behind the enemy forces. Spotting an enemy destroyer, I turn and put as much distance between me and him as I can. Continuing around the island, I head south once again, trying to flank the southern forces. When I spot the destroyer in the cap, I know I have an opening, which I then take and continue to head south. I try to launch a torpedo spread, but the cruiser is turning too fast, and so I drop smoke due to the close proximity of the enemy cruisers.
Smoke screen set.
Turning and putting as much distance as possible between us, I hug the island to stay as far away from the enemy ships as possible. I launch 2 long-distance spreads at an enemy battleship, but am forced to turn away as I notice the incoming enemy cruiser. The spread of torpedoes is on target, hitting the ship with 4 separate projectiles, instantly obliterating him.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
I turn and head back into the fray, trying to pick the most unpredictable path. I notice a battleship who is on a straight path and who does not appear to be changing his course at all. I drop 2 spreads at the target and once again disengage, trying to watch from a distance. The enemy cruiser doesn't see the incoming torpedoes and drives straight into them, causing tremendous damage as it collides with his hull. A second later, the battleship, who was my original target, is hit by a torpedo as well, both of these torpedo hits reducing the enemy's capture of our base. Firing another spread of torpedoes, I watch with my breath held as my ally comes within meters of colliding with them. With my first torpedo spread missing, I turn and try to close the distance to help my ally, only to watch the friendly battleship and enemy cruiser annihilate each other.
Smoke screen set.
Seeing the wounded target, I head straight towards the enemy battleship, knowing that he is trapped. The enemy battleship's secondary batteries open up, setting off my ammunition and completely destroying my ship instantly. The projectiles that I fired, however, continue on course and destroy the Tier 9 Iowa battleship.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked what you saw, please click subscribe below.